Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, and give all praises and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Chakadash, step onto the apostles of GMS Ruel, show unto the faithful men to continue doing the work of the Lord. Alright, so Lord willing, I want to make this quick video. Let me turn this down so I won't get no copyright. Let's speak about the Israelite foreigners. Alright, I'm going to mainly use Phil Collins. You know, if Jake should know him, Phil Collins, he made that famous song, I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight. You know what I'm saying? Also he was on Tarzan, you know, shit like that, you know, Son of Man and Two Worlds. You know, made songs like that. I think what group he was in, Genesis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that man's an Israelite indeed, man. That nigga Jake. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to that man for a little bit, for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And he just got soul, man. He's a Jake. And it was a spirit too, because I was gonna make a video about this. But I kept, you know, just keeping it, you know, to the back burner. And I just seen this yesterday. This nigga right here, he be making videos about like how black people are. You know what I'm saying? And he said instruments white people use when listening to music versus black people. And then a white person music, he played In the Air Tonight, right? But you have people, and I was like, yeah, that's not a good song, because that nigga Jake. See, but people, you see what I'm saying? Jake, hey, shout out to Phil Collins though. No one can resist embodying that Phil Collins drum break. No one. That drum break resonates with all of us, right? Why? Because that nigga, he a Jake, man. Phil Collins go hard in the paint though. Well, I'm black and ration for me is for both, right? Because that's a nigga, bro. You know, I don't know if ever Jake ever heard this song. If Leaving Me Is Easy. This song smooth as fuck, and it's a spirit too. Cause I was in the car, I was playing this, you know what I mean, with my lady, and I was like, what race you think he is? And she's all black. You know what I mean? Don't even know who this nigga is. This is a so-called white man. All right. This song's soulful as fuck too. Especially towards the end, like around this area. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copyright. But man, especially when he joins the end with his background singers and shit, that shit crazy. I Can't Turn Back the Years. That's a good song too. And too, matter of fact, let me look up, cause he a lot of his songs too are you know, oh, One More Night, that's a fire ass song too. These are good songs too, but Colors, Justice the Way It Is, We Wait and Wonder, all that. He was crying out, you know, and calling for justice. You know, that's just the spirit of Jake. You know, Jake, they can't keep their mouth shut. They gonna call out for justice and for the be, you know, peace in the world and things like that. That's just the spirit of Jake. We just a peaceful people. We want to see peace. You know what I'm saying? We gon', you know, we got that zeal ultimately. So, you know, we see some wickedness, Jake one way or the other gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, get a couple precepts. You know, of course, as we know, we are scattered amongst all nations. All right. Matter of fact, hold on. Because I believe alright, never mind. Slacking. So I think Peter's shouts out to the Israelites are scattered too. Gotta find that one. But you know, James 1:1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Right? Because we are scattered. You know, so of course, you know, Jake like to fuck too. So Jake gonna have children. You You know what I'm saying? Hella children. And you know, your children may look like, you know, you might have sex with other women, you know, different nations, so your children gonna look different. You know, sometimes it only takes one. You know what I mean? You had sex with a white lady, your child might come out straight up looking just completely white. Damn near. You know, but sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times. And then it gets lighter and lighter to the point where now your child is completely white with blue eyes. Look at Eddie Griffin, for example. His father is I think he's from the tribe of Levi. Dark as hell. Darker than me. He got him a little white lady. Alright, got him a little white woman. Then the son came out, Blake Griffin, little light skinned looking nigga, and then he had a white lady. Now his son came out, blue eyes, straight up white person. But that man's an Israelite because, you know, of course this is all basics. What's that, Numbers 1 to 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, by their poles, right? By the fathers, because they ain't go through the mothers, because that doesn't matter. Because the man, he carries the seed. Here's the proof right here, Exodus 1 and 5. And of all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. Right, so all the souls, because we understand that the baby, you know, comes from what? The man's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Sperm is alive, you know what I mean? That's why when it goes inside a woman, it swims, I believe, what is it, like trillions, and I think only 1 or maybe 2 sperm cells will actually reach into the egg. You know what I mean? But how? It's alive. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was able to do that. You know? And yeah, it says the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob was 70 souls. You know what I'm saying? So you have women today, they would say, well, we made humans, we made you. But no, how did that baby get inside you? That baby got inside you because because he busted inside you. The soul came from the loins of a man. And of course it takes 2, you know what I mean? Because you can't just, you know, ejaculate and then a baby gonna just grow out of that. Like, no, it needs an egg. But the life came from the man. He's the father. He's the progenitor. He's the beginning. You know what I'm saying? The creator. Alright? So yeah, man, Phil Collins, his forefathers go all the way. Now he says he's Britain, you know what I mean, but his forefathers go all the way back to Jake. Because, of course, you know, Jake was ruling in Europe and all the, you know, you still got Jake in Britain and all these different areas. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga is Jake indeed. That nigga was fly with that shit, bro. He be going out there wearing some regular degular ass clothes, looking like a CIA agent or some shit, you know, in the office or something. And then he would go out there and play the drums like it's nothing. With just complete soul and rhythm and just kill that shit, man. Why? Because he a Jake. Alright. Let me see. I believe King Solomon, his son was his mother was a heathen. Let me see. Let me see. think it's Rehoboam. Let me see. Salakia, give me a second, you know. Damn, trying to find where it says it might be somebody else now. So like I forgot. But I wanted to show that too, because certain kings and certain men of the Lord had children with women that were heathen. But it didn't matter, you know, that child came out as an Israelite because that man was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? But I can't find what I'm looking for. I ain't about to spend too much time on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, but yeah, man. You know, Jake is everywhere, man. So, you know, we can tell who's who through the spirit. You know, we can tell. You know, because our spirit bears witness with our spirit. You know what I mean? Because Jake gonna resonate with Jake. You know, what's that scripture? It's the scripture where in Sirach where it says they're gonna do us. Everybody gonna get together as own kind. Let me see. Sirach 13. 15. It says, every beast loveth his like, every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. You know what I mean? So that's what's gonna happen, man. You know, even in America, even though everybody, you know, is cool, everybody, you know, to a certain degree. You know, sometimes you fake the funk and all that could do to work and all these different things, but at the end of the day, you're going to go to your kind, man, to your race. That's why you can feel, you know, you can resonate with certain people, certain music, certain entertainment, certain comedy, because that's your people. You know what I mean? You go amongst the heathen, it's like everything changes, like the whole spirit changes. Like the comedy is different. Like you go amongst the heathen and the comedy is dry, or they might be doing too much. Like you see a lot of ham comedy. It's like in a way, some of it be like, some of them be Jake, but like some of them, you know, is like heathen. Cause some of their comedy is just like, it's forcing. Like at least for ham, is like, it's like forced. They be doing way too much, and it be like, in a way, like elementary type comedy. Like it'd be like stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like Edom's comedy, it'd be dry. You know what I mean? I think a brother said that before. It'd be like you be waiting for the fucking punchline. It'd be like, and you like, oh shit, that was the punchline. You know what I mean? It'd be dry as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? You see? Or you see the way they dance, and you know, it's just they got no rhythm. You know, of course, every Jake ain't gonna able to dance too. You know, but you could just tell, man, the spirit is different. Even the beliefs and the faith that we have. You know what I'm saying? That's another indicator too. All right. and so on and so forth. Alright. Jake got that salt. And if Jake got that salt, you will know. You was Zenith, you know what I'm saying? That was it in that. But yeah, man. Just a very, 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 very quick video, you know what I'm saying? That man Jake, man, listen to them songs, man. Like Jake, you know, Heathen can't fake that, you know what I'm saying? Heathen don't got no soul, no, you know, all that. His that nigga through, man. He just pale. He just got no salt, you know. I mean, it's the Lord's people we talking about. The Lord's chosen. So of course the Lord's chosen gonna be different. We're gonna be greater. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be matter of fact, let me get that to close it out. The classic. Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God. Yahweh thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all that are upon all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Alright. I ain't get the other one, it's so fucking long. 14, okay, at 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the face, upon the earth. Alright? Peculiar, man. Ain't nothing like Jake. You know, we just do things different. Let me look this up and I'm out of here. Belonging exclusively to one person. Right. That, man, because you know, you look at that word, salt of the world, it goes into wisdom as well. But, you know, of course it goes into our just us, period, man. You know, we just a special people. We just got salt, you know, we got flavor that these different people in this world do not have. Alright? It says special, peculiar, particular. Ones, let me see. In ancient times, the most important form of property. Cattle, let me see. Select, alright. So it's just special, man. You know, the way Jake do things is just special. You know, that everybody can have, man. You know, you listen to Jake music, it's like, it's special. It's like, it gets you in a mood. It can make you cry. It can make you dance. It can make you happy. And then you listen to a Heathen sing, it's just stale and it's just pale. Like, you know, of course, Heathen can have talent. Anybody can learn how to sing, as long as you got a fucking voice. Anybody can learn how to dance. But it's like, Jake can put that extra. It's just special. It's just different. You know, it goes beyond just basic skill. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond that. It's just something that's in you. Even fighting. Anybody can learn how to fight. You got good Heathen fighters. Everybody got a mighty warriors in each nation. Moab, Ham, even Edom. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like Jake, he can do it. He can dance while he fucking fight. He can, you know what I mean? He can make it look like an art. You know? He don't have to go by the books all the time. He can do something unorthodox, but still be controlled and you know what I'm saying? That's something, you know, something he even don't got in them. You feel me? So that's the thing, man. Jake know how to touch your soul. And you listen to Phil Collins, that nigga can touch your soul. Even religious music. You know what I mean? You listen to Jake's so-called gospel music or whatever. What's that scripture where it says in Psalms, it says lift up your voice, sing aloud. You know, that's one thing the church can do. Them niggas, cause they said what the two hardest things to sing is gospel music and classical music. You know what I'm saying? Or opera, whatever the fuck, but one of them things. You know what I'm saying? And gospel, them niggas, you gotta have a fucking voice to sing gospel music. You gotta be you gotta have you gotta be a powerhouse, man. Just speaking on what I know. You know, I'm not no expert, so, you know. But yeah, you listen to Jake music in the church, even though them niggas be going to fuck off, but at least they be splitting some pizzazz. I can't even, I don't know, I just try to make up a word. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? But you look at the so-called white person church, it's just pale and just one tone, and it's just boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, alright, nigga, like, damn. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's pretty much the point. Hopefully that was edifying. Go, our praise and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, but Shalom Dash, the boss of the Apostle Jim H. Ruah. Shalom to the brothers doing this work. Stop and say Shalom.